Just pulled in to let the dogs have a wee because they were getting desperate. And this is a shame. Missing Collie, missing for over 5 weeks. She could now be further afield. That's sad. It's always sad when you hear about a dog going missing. You worry that they've been taken and used for nefarious purposes as well as all the other stuff. In the mid-19th century, Stranraer became the major ferry port to get to Ireland, and that's where we're heading now. And there it is.
And if you look at the geography of where Port Patrick is, that's on the Irish sea coast, and where Stranraer is, that's really tucked in again. As you can see, going out that way, that's the exit to the sea. It's a lot more sheltered, so presumably that's one of the reasons why.
In a quarter of a mile, turn left onto Coronation Drive.
That's one of the reasons why it became more popular. I suppose the ferries and shipping was safer.
I would think so, yeah. It's just a lot more, a wider opening, isn't it, as well, for them to get out of. So that charity shop that you went into, you found some ladybird books.
Yeah, they're not the best condition, but there was, what did I say, 5
you got?
And when I went to pay, it was £1.50, so whether I'm going right here or what?
Oh, I think we'll get there eventually. This looks more like it.
Which way do you want to go?
I don't know.
I have to go this way then.
It's this zone parking, I think, so.
All right there. Pull in, or do you have to?
pull in.
Turn left onto Church Street, then take the first right.
I don't know how you do it.
What?
You can just park this thing without too much swearing.
There was a bit of swearing there, wasn't there?
A bit of huffing and puffing more than swearing, I'd say. Stranraer served as a major ferry port and was a gateway to Northern Ireland for over 150 years. But then ferry services moved to Cairnryan. The town lies on the shores of Loch Ryan, a large sea loch that has been significant for its natural harbour. It's more like it's leisure craft now, doesn't it?
It does. A lot of fishing.
Yeah. During World War II, Stranraer was an important military base for flying boats due to its strategic position on the west coast. You can just imagine flying boats coming in, can't you?
You can see it's a lot bigger facility, isn't it, than
Port Patrick.
Port Patrick.
Yeah. I suppose since the ferries went, it's changed this
again
area completely, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Stranraer Museum. And this looks like an old hotel that's been gutted. Maybe by fire. Well, it's been rebuilt by the look of it. Stranraer was a major terminal for Stena Line, one of Europe's largest ferry operators. The name Stranraer is thought to derive from Old Norse, as Vikings once sailed up Loch Ryan. I would like you to learn the bagpipes.
No, you wouldn't. I can tell you that. You would not like me to buy it.
Why would I not?
You can hardly stand me learning the guitar. You can tolerate me playing the bagpipe.
I don't know where you get this idea that I walk out the room every time you pick a guitar up.
You do.
Only because I think you need the peace and quiet to do it.
I'd like the encouragement.
Did I not say, pack your guitar for this trip? And you said, no, there's no room. Well, you didn't say it in that accent, you just said, no, there's no room.
You'd just gone to bed earlier.
So is this classed as coffee and a kilt?
Yes, it might be.
One of the more recognisable Piper tunes.
Is it?
With a bus in the background, or foreground. Got a notice board here saying 600 years ago Stranraer didn't exist. All you would have seen then from this point was a stream running into the loch and a few fishermen's cottages, but by the early 1600s the scene had changed completely. There was now a thriving small town with a marketplace, a church, a mill and leather tanneries. Not heather tanneries. Stranraer grew quickly and soon became the most important settlement in Wigtownshire. This is the medieval tower house and Victorian prison. There's a better view of it. This is a well erected by the town council in commemoration of Queen Victoria's record reign in 1897. By the middle of the 19th century, Stranraer had become a busy market town with a small but important harbour. The town's trade was based on leather tanning, fishing, boat building and linen weaving, and in the 1820s there was even a cotton mill and a whisky distillery here.
And Victorian prison.
Yeah, follow you. Are we alright to go inside?
You didn't think you'd pay me that, is that
We don't do a lot more than that.
And follow my feet.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Mind the stairs your way up.
Thank you.
Where's the crack?
Okay.
This is the castle's cellar. This room's hardly changed since the castle was built in the early 1500s.
We even had the ghost then.
The cellar and the one next door were used for split level storage. The sockets behind you and on the opposite wall were to plug heaters in. No. With wooden beams which supported the upper floor. At either end of the room are circular gun loops for use with muskets. The first half of the 16th century was a troubled time and raiding and violence were common. Oh yeah. The wolves had some
Yes.
body parts. I need the camera for a second. My goodness, Keith, even you had to duck.
Top and work down, or
I don't mind. Top or bottom?
think about your knee.
Thinking neck.
Is it too heavy for you?
I want to be on the film, I want to be a nap. I'm on this bit, I'm on this bit.
So these steps led to the attic. We're not allowed to go there.
There's a view. This is a cell door. It's covered with carvings of ships. Other examples of Victorian graffiti can be found in the prison cells and around the exercise yard. Graffiti is now an important part of the building's history, and they really want to preserve it. Now we're here just before Halloween, hence the decorations are up. This door, blocked in the 1820s, led to an outside parapet. Another parapet walkway can be seen at the end of the corridor by the stairs.
All the prisoners had to do work, and the main job was oakum picking. Any money earned by the prisoners was given to them on their release.
Alright, oakum is the name given to the tarry fibres used for packing between the timbers on wooden ships. It was made by picking apart old ropes. Oakum picking and seizing was a common job in British prisons and workhouses during the 19th century. The prisoners at Stranraer were employed in oakum picking, net making and knitting.
Internal of the castle. Very reinforced door. Plate iron on the inside, thick beams. You wouldn't break out of that very easily. Should we lock him in?
Please, Governor, let me out.
Go on then.
It's not the first time I've said that. That's I was expecting that to be rope.
That's a well-worn step, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? From 1820 to 1839, the prison was run by the town council. The cells held people convicted of a variety of crimes ranging from debt and petty theft to murder. I did well there because I didn't say murder. The prison records, the incarceration books, still survive, and we know quite a lot about who was kept in these cells. Joseph Allison, a weaver from County Down, Northern Ireland. His trial date was on the 7th of August 1838, and he was found guilty at the Crown Court in Edinburgh of murder. The crime was committed in Fisher Street, Stranraer. He was committed to death.
Condemned to death.
Condemned to death, sent back to Stranraer, and a gallows was erected on the roof of the castle. But at the last moment, the sentence was changed to transportation for life, and he was sent to one of the convict colonies in Australia. If any of you are relatives, please let us know. He was in New South Wales.
Yeah.
He died at Parramatta in New South Wales in 1869.
Didn't play rugby for them though.
This looks more like Catweasel. If anyone remembers Catweasel, John McCulloch, 1826. We'll not go through all these. He was an Irish vagrant. His trial was in August 1826, charged with being a vagrant and a vagabond. He was found guilty of pulling up and carrying away some potatoes, being in a state of intoxication.
Mary McAllister, farm servant.
Her newborn baby was found dead on the moor near Auchentriach. She was charged with child murder and concealment of pregnancy. She spent 7 months in prison for further examination, but was never convicted.
James Campbell, 1826.
A butcher from Stranraer, found guilty of entering the house of Captain Ross in Stranraer, where he took in a quantity of salted beef and pork. Probably trying to sell it on him as a butcher. He was imprisoned for 6 months and then banished from Wigtownshire for 7 years.
And John Osborne in 1823. Imprisoned for not paying £2 tithe or tax to the Reverend David Wilson for herring caught and landed in Stranraer. He was imprisoned in slightly more comfortable debtors' cells on the floor above.
And I thought it was a sound effect, but it's not. You can actually hear the
Wind whistling through. So you didn't have to do much to...
No, I presume these are photos of prisoners. I don't know. She looks like she's holding the heads.
Yes.
Like they've been beheaded.
Well, if you...
Oh.
It's one of those...
Yes.
I don't know if you'll see that. But it's one of those photos you turn round and she's holding the heads, or just
Like a 3D.
Standing behind. I don't think that's an original. More cells. And this is a prisoner cell from the 1820s. It's quite a lot of room, actually.
There it is. A hell of a big spiders there.
Just saying. Really heavy doors, though.
Yes.
With the
Solid and
plate iron on it. So the Castle of St John is 500 years old, and over the centuries there have been many changes, and traces of these alterations can still be found in the building's fabric.
These are the bedrooms, the family bedrooms, apparently.
And even some of this graffiti is Victorian, so graffiti isn't a modern concept.
No, one more artistic then. A lot harder work, wasn't
Yes.
it? A bit of spray paint and a marker there.
Yeah.
This is the castle's second floor, and as I just said, the doors lead to the family bedrooms. But in 1820, this floor and the one above were converted into a prison, and the bedrooms replaced by jail cells.
And the pipe plays on.
This is the Pitt prison from the 16th century. Originally a pit prison, the only access was through a trapdoor in the roof. Around 1600 the room was rebuilt and used as a small kitchen. The stone bowl in the far corner is a slop sink for wastewater and other liquids. So we're in the hall now, the largest room in the castle, which has had a number of different uses over the years. 1500s, this was the Lord's main room. You see here he carried out business, organised estate affairs and administered justice. And in the 1820s, as we've already said, when the castle was turned into the town prison, this became the jailer's room. The medieval wooden roof was removed and replaced with a stone vault we can see today. By the 1850s, the hall was in use as a local police station. What you're looking at now is a Victorian toilet. A wooden cubicle with a toilet inside stood here, and the hole in the floor is a drain for the toilet. And talking of toilets, this is the garderobe from the 16th century, which is a medieval toilet. No drains in this room, and the toilet would have been a wooden closet with a bucket inside, and it would be emptied by the servants.
We come across a garderobe in one of the castles down in Cornwall.
We did, didn't we?
And it was not only just a medieval toilet, it was a dressing room as well, wasn't it?
Which is, I think, where the name wardrobe and kind of thing comes from as well.
Yeah. This is the servants' waiting room and store from the 16th century. The recesses in the wall were cupboards for silverware and other valuables. We're just having a wander around back streets now, some of the side streets anyway. We thought there must be something more to the town, just that main street, but didn't always look it.
In the distance over there, you can see a ferry leaving from Stranraer, which became the main ferry port after Stranraer. Stranraer enjoys a much milder climate conditions with warmer winters than other parts of Scotland, again because of its coastal location. Historically, it was a significant herring fishing port. The town was once the centre for the emigration of Scots to the plantations of North America in the 17th and 18th centuries. And you really shouldn't trust me with the van keys.
Why?
Because I dropped them and it was right on the edge. I was like, oh, well, it began with shit. We're leaving Stranraer now and heading back towards the Galloway forest. So, I don't know what to make of Stranraer. A lot smaller than I thought.
Yeah, I thought there'd be more shopping areas, bigger shopping area than there was.
Got a bit of a run-down feel, hasn't it? Like it's a town that has been, which I suppose it was more when it was the main ferry port. I suppose it was more there for people to visit.
You can see a bit of a progression, can't you, from Port Patrick, and a small town and sort of small harbour, to Stranraer, and then the bigger ships again wouldn't have gone into Stranraer, so perhaps moved on yet again. So sort of progression.
I think the cruise ships go into the new place as well,
which is a shame, because when we were up in Scotland on the other side, when the cruise ships were in there, it was a bustling town.
It was a really bustling town,
But Porth, whatever, Port.
I can't remember where it was.
No.
In fact, it was so bustling that they were complaining a bit, weren't they? It was too busy. It was on Sky, wasn't it?
Yes,
And they were saying that they just couldn't cope with the influx of tourists when they got off the cruise ships.
because the cruise ships are getting bigger.
So we will be heading back to Dumfries because there's something we want to do in Dumfries. We've got a couple of days left now, full days. We've had to buy some carrots, but you'll see why in the next video. There is a reason. In our madness, we bought a bag of carrots.
So that we're making carrot soup.
We could make carrot soup. We've got the bread to dip in it. I was talking to someone in the town before, and I was saying what a nice day it was compared to yesterday and what you saw in the last video, and he was saying that tomorrow is supposed to be really bad. And the weather forecasts that I've seen don't say that, so we'll have to wait and see what we wake up to tomorrow. Sausages for tea and beans
And an egg.
or two that we brought with us from our hens, so they've been travelling with us for a couple of weeks. Not the hens. Big difference though, wasn't there, in Port Patrick and Stranraer in feel as well.
Yes.
Port Patrick was definitely more of a aimed at tourists now these days. Stranraer still feels like a working town. I'll tell you what we've not seen really on this trip, in any of the towns that we've been in, is homelessness, have we? Not seen.
We did see it a little bit when we were in air.
Oh, in Ayr, yes we did, yes. We've also said how clean places are. There's not a lot of rubbish around, is there, going around and lying around. So we've arrived at our park up for the night. Not one we'd planned on, but we just saw this. No signs saying we can't. And the rain has started. Oh, let's go out and show you where we are. He's just taking Nab and Bay for a stroll while I get the van sorted. Peaceful. Well back from a road, which I'm sure will go quiet again overnight. It's quiet enough now. That's us. Just need to level the van up a little bit more. And we'll be sorted. That'll do us. Levelled up. Sorted for the night. And Bay's a bit worried. She keeps running back saying, "What are you doing? You're not going to leave without me, are you?" Time to get kettle on. So it's 6:40 PM on the 17th of October. And we're sat with the door still open. That's how mild it is. And with that, it's time to bring this video to an end. So as always, thank you for watching. Please do comment. If you're not already subscribed, think about it. It costs nought. And hopefully you'll join us on the next video, where we'll be doing something with carrots. I've got a new job.